Welcome. Welcome parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, Genoa staff, panel representatives, Board of Education members, and of course you, the class of 2017. Each year, Commencement Day, while so exciting for each one of you as graduates, is a bittersweet day for me. It's a day I say, you did it. Best of luck. Hope to see you soon to over the 100 students who I've looked at like my own since their freshman year. However, this year is the most difficult by far. This year, I can say, I can't believe it. Where has the last 13 years gone? I've known most of you and have watched you grow up since the day you entered kindergarten, even preschool for some of you. You aren't just the class of 2017. You are a part of my oldest daughter's, Madeline's, graduating class. What a true honor it is today to be a part of your commencement ceremony, not only as your principal, but today also as Maddie's mom. Your graduation day is here, and I couldn't be more proud of you. A special thank you today to Ms. Lauren Shainwald and Mrs. Caitlin Zaza for their endless amount of hours they put forth in getting everything ready for our ceremony today. To our custodial staff for the additional hours they put in this last week, making sure that everything was ready. Our program artist this year, the very talented Haley Kandick. Thank you to Benches for the beautiful flower arrangements. And finally, thank you to our Genoa District staff for their passion, dedication, and helping to mold and develop our world-class kids. This weekend, we honor those that have served, are currently serving, or are planning to deploy for training in any of our branches of service. We would like to honor the sacrifice you have made for our freedom. Would you please stand and let us recognize you? Each year, I briefly address the senior class at commencement with a message that ties back to their school theme their freshman year. However, this class was like no other, and that they had no theme their freshman year. I thought long and hard about why I didn't put a theme together for them, and I just simply can't remember. So back in December, as I sat on the couch over our Christmas break folding laundry and chatting with my husband, he said, "Well, have you begun your commencement address? Any idea what the gift might be this year?" As I pondered the question, I said, well, this year I have a blank slate to work with since there was really no freshman theme to realign back to. I'm not sure if that's going to make things easier or harder for me. It was in that moment that he said, that's it. That's your theme. It was a blessing in disguise. I know what you're thinking. Blank slate, that's our commencement theme? You couldn't come up with anything any better than a blank slate? Think about your life up to this moment. Imagine writing down everything you've learned this far. Graduates, think of it. From your academics, like writing your letters, or learning what a verb was, to calculus or physics, or what about friendships, relationships, conflict resolution, or discovering what defines you and who you want to become. Imagine how full that slate would be today. Today, that full slate of knowledge and experiences have gotten you to the first major milestone or chapter in your life. You did it. As your parents and loved ones sit in the gymnasium, many of them are thinking back to the day that you were born, the first moment they held you in their arms, or the day you began preschool, or you got on that yellow bus to be driven away to kindergarten. I wonder how many of your parents got in their vehicle shortly after you got on the bus and they secretly followed you to school just to reassure themselves that you were in fact doing okay. Or fast forward to the moment you entered middle school and then your freshman year of high school. Probably for most, one of the biggest dreams or goals that we parents had for you was this very moment. With the support of your parents and families, your teachers and staff members, your friends, and your hard work, you did it. So now what? Now it's time for the next chapter, your next set of goals. The next 46 years of your life will be the foundation for the next 40 plus years of your life. It's time to wipe the slate clean and enter the real world, as some call it. It's a fresh start, a new beginning, where your choices will determine your next step or opportunity. As you leave the gym as a graduate of Genoa High School class of 2017, I send you with a blank chalkboard slate. When you look at the slate sitting on your desk or maybe used as decoration in your future home, I hope that you'll think of its meaning. This decorative chalkboard represents the opportunity to have a fresh start, an opportunity to fill it up with knowledge, experiences, life lessons. Just as the slate is blank, so is each and every day when you awaken with a fresh opportunity. And guess what? When things don't go as you planned, or life throws you a twist or a turn, or you simply have a bad day, don't give up. Rather, know that like a chalkboard, you can wash it clean and start over the following morning. My prayer as you leave Genoa High School and enter the world of opportunity and begin to define yourself and your future on your clean slate is you will be blessed with good health, a willingness to embrace the challenges that lie ahead, a faith in a higher power, whatever that may be that you choose to believe in, and that you will lead through the tough waters that will make you stronger on the other side. In closing today, but really every day, God grants you the blessing of a new day, a clean slate. Don't underestimate it or waste it. Rather, each day, make it better than the day before. At this time, I would like to introduce Connor Chapinski, who will be giving you your opening remarks.
Welcome faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2017. As we sit here for the last time all together as a class, let us remember all of the memories we have made. Cheering for our team as we play one of our rivals, the countless times we went from the window to the wall at our school dances, and all the jokes cracked at the lunch table and in the hallway. But also, let us not forget the tough times we've had and the lessons that we've learned. Today is one of the major stepping stones in our lives. As we leave each other for the first time in 13 years and go our separate paths, let us remember where we came from and all the lessons we learned here at GHS. About a month ago, my dad sent me an email that really impacted me. So I would like to end today with this excerpt by Chuck Swindoll. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company, a church, or a family. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people think a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. So go out every day with the attitude to seize the day and do something to change your life for the better. Attitude spreads like a wildflower. So be that person who spreads a positive and optimistic attitude in your future endeavors. Thank you and God bless.
After 13 years of hard work and learning how to balance the intense course load, Ryder Ozenkowski has earned the honor of addressing his graduating class as your valedictorian. Ryder is also the recipient of the Genoa Academic Committee's Excellence Scholarship. This $500 scholarship is awarded to the graduating valedictorian. Please help me welcome Ryder Ozenkowski.
Years ago, I had no idea what my future would hold. I didn't think I'd be in this room. I certainly didn't think I'd be standing up here giving a speech. I didn't even think I'd need glasses. I had just started kindergarten. My biggest concern was when recess started. I, and I'm sure all of us, had no idea where we would be today. But after many years of homework and tests and quizzes, we finally made it here, so please, give yourself some applause. You deserve it. As I look back on my time spent in school, I think about all the friends that I've made, all the memories I've made, both good and bad, and how special this part of my life has been. And now after today, it all comes to a close. After today, we all move on to the next part of our lives. It's often said that after high school, students try to find meaning in their lives, and that many struggle to do so. However, I once read that people should not try to find meaning in their lives. Instead, they should create meaning in their lives. So as I look out to the class of 2017, my fellow students, I would encourage all of you to go out and create a meaning in your lives. How you go about doing that is not for me to tell you, but you to figure out for yourselves. However, I believe that each of you are able to do that because what you are receiving today is simply some words on a piece of paper. But being here to get it shows that you're all so much more than words. Thank you all so very, very much.
After years of academic excellency, Noah Heritage has earned the honor to speak to his graduating class as your salutatorian. Noah.
High school can often be thought of as a nice, relaxing car ride down the road. Unfortunately, when everything seems to be going the right way, life hits you like a semi-truck. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, last winter I got in a very bad accident with the semi-truck. I was pulling up to a stop sign, and somehow I managed to miss a giant semi-truck coming from my left. I proceeded to pull out in front, and it struck me on the front driver's side of my car. By all rights, I'm lucky to be standing here today. Although this story does still affect me today, it has so much relevance to where us graduates have gotten and where we may go. So I present to you the 5 rules on how to survive high school, life, and maybe even a car accident. Rule number 1, the break is your best friend. Sometimes in high school or in life, stress starts to get high and everything becomes difficult. In these moments, it is start to slow down and think about the situation carefully. Trust me, it is not smart to Vin Diesel it. The more stress that you bring upon yourself, the harder life becomes. At the same time though, all people need a little stress in their lives. Because if they don't, they may become too relaxed and cause themselves to fail rule number 2. Rule number 2, make sure you look both ways. Life can give you situations where there are multiple solutions. To make things more difficult, sometimes a solution that is harder to find could have the better results for your future. At the same time though, failure to attempt to find these harder solutions could lead to failed tests, failed jobs, or in my case, a failed offender. So I ask that we look for the more difficult solutions because it could come to save our lives one day. Rule number 3, don't always rely on the airbag. Even though my car got totaled, somehow my airbag managed to not deploy. This also has relevance to our lives right now. Although it is nice to have the support of parents or teachers, we need to prepare to make decisions on our own. Someone will not always be there over our shoulders telling us what is right and what is wrong. Also, don't expect everything to be handed to you. Sometimes even though you feel you have given your best, you may not get the results you expected. This doesn't give you the excuse to give up though, but instead leads you to rule number 4. Rule number 4, fight through the pain. Everyone in this room has failed at something at one point, but that doesn't mean it stopped him or her from getting where she or he is today. Failure tends to hurt badly. Probably not as bad as my broken collarbone, but it still hurts. Being able to get through that pain is how we find success in life. I encourage you to fight through the struggles you are having because sometimes failing teaches you more about life than always succeeding. Finally, rule number 5, time to look for a new car. As all of us today are starting our new journey in life, we're either going to college, the military, or the workforce. All 3 of these paths give up the opportunity to try something new and exciting. I encourage us all to find our places in life that we can call home. Until that place is found, keep looking. There is always something new out there to find. I hope these 5 rules can help us make better decisions in life. Cherish these rules and use them every day. I'd like to thank my family, teachers, and of course my fellow students for getting me to where I am today. And lastly, try not to play chicken with the semi. Trust me. Thank you and God bless.
As our seniors take their place for their final music performances as Genoa High School students, I'd like to thank each of them for developing and using their talents in the area of music. Thank you, Mr. Edwards, for transforming your love of music into outstanding musicians.
Ocean.
Our commencement speaker addressing the class of 2017 is Mr. Ronald Lewo. Ron is a graduate of Lake High School and earned his Bachelor's of Science degree in Integrated Social Studies with a minor in history from Bowling Green State University. Mr. Lewo has been with Genoa students for the last 6 years. This senior class was Ron's first class through Genoa schools when he taught 6th grade social studies. Ron has taught government, econ, sociology, and psychology for the last 5 years here at the high school. Ron resides in Millbury, Ohio with his wife of 12 years, Sarah, and together they have 2 beautiful daughters, Lauren and Lydia. Please help me welcome our 2017 commencement speaker, Mr. Ron Lewo.
Thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank the class of 2017 for asking me to speak here today. Fortunately, some of you gave me a whole year to prepare for this when you started asking me last May, and again in September, and again in April. Some of you are very persistent. But I started having all these thoughts, much like you are having right now. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if it's too hard? What if I make the wrong decision? What if? The moment you step out these doors, your world will be plagued with what ifs. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you this, you will fail. You will not always give yourself credit. You will sometimes feel inadequate or like an imposter. Look around you. There are hundreds of people here to support you today. I would place a pretty solid bet that someone, somewhere in this audience, whether a friend, a family member, a teacher, a mentor, a counselor, has already coached you through debilitating, world-ending, I'm never going to matter moments of self-doubt. The key to self-doubt and success is our response to that nagging voice. That inner dialogue that battles with our confidence has the power to break us down and become who we are. But a little perspective and the right attitude can transform us. We are standing here today at the finish line in order to recognize the culmination of your achievements for the past 4 years. Let me remind you that you didn't come here today without battling self-doubt. But here you are, despite those moments of weaknesses, and standing and basking in the glow of your accomplishments. You are standing here because of your response to those what-ifs. You responded with a fierce and maybe sometimes mild stance that I will prove you wrong, or for some, bet. You responded because of a supportive hand, maybe sometimes it was a gentle nudge or a push, or even a shove from someone in your life reinforcing that notion that you are good enough and that you are worth it. You are here to receive your recognition for a job well done and your hard work. Please trust me when I say that in this moment, you are deserving. And I congratulate you, class of 2017. But hold on. Like all moments in life, this moment is fleeting. I understand, as well as the people who walk before you, that self-doubt is waiting in the shadows of this moment. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if it's too hard? What if I made the wrong decision? The world is a big, scary place, and it is hugely terrifying. And yet you sit here before me ready to conquer the world with the fearless passion of your youth. You are poised on the edge of your seats with the anticipation of adventure and windfall, knowing that in a few short minutes, I know they seem long right now because I am speaking, you will take a small step towards achieving your future goals. Your attitude at this moment allows you to quiet your insecurities and turn off those questions of self-doubt. But I know, without you telling me, that you are sitting here bottling up an internal conflict. That while you work up the courage to say a bittersweet goodbye to your friends and classmates, the next phase of your life is both exhilarating and terrifying. That is the beauty of suspense. We don't know beyond a doubt what is in our future, but ladies and gentlemen, the difference between fear and excitement is our attitude. The difference between self-doubt and self-assured is our attitude. The moment is full of the duality of fear and excitement. You have been jumping at the chance to leave your homes and try new things and assert your independence. But I also see you as I met you in first grade, in sixth grade. I see the 12-year-old version of you trying to hold on to what you know and hold on to what is safe. Today you will sit here face to face with an ending filled with promises of accomplishments. Tomorrow, or maybe in August, when you are packing your rooms, you may have fear. You may have self-doubt. In this moment, or in one which confidence abounds, is where I want you to turn. This moment when hopefulness and excitement are charged by a positive outlook. A moment when self-doubt shrinks out of sight and hard work, dedication, and perseverance thrive. You cannot let fear stop you because there is always hope. The hope lies within the foundation that was created for you here at home. Here you have friends and your family. Never forget that you have the support of all of us. You are not alone in your endeavors, and you are certainly not alone in moments when college is tough, decisions are tougher, and adulting is the toughest. The support of your classmate to your right and to your left. The support, encouragement, and the love of your family. The support of the teachers who have wholeheartedly believed in your potential for the last 13 years is waiting to further encourage you and quiet that one tiny yet powerful voice asking a litany of what-ifs. It is at home when we feel safe and secure. So while you walk away from what you know and teeter on the brink of excitement, self-doubt, or self-assurance, do not be afraid to reach out for support. Call home. Come back. Remember the achievement and support from where you came from. You have the power and the ability to push fear aside and capture the excitement of all that stands before you because of the love and support of all those that stand behind you. You cannot let fear stop you. What if you fail? Yes, but what if you succeed? What if I'm not good enough? Or what if I can turn good to great? What if it's too hard? Consider the danger of what if I take an easy way out? What if I make a wrong decision? And more importantly, what can I learn from my choices? You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism, and you cannot succeed without failure. You cannot have the encouragement of others without offering your support in turn. That fine line between self-doubt and self-assurance, fear and excitement, failure and success is your attitude. Class of 2017, you must go out and take these risks. And when you come home and need support or encouragement, or someone to silence the nagging questions of what if, we will all be here. We will welcome you home, and we'll sit and once again lift you up and congratulate you on your accomplishments, your hard work, your dedication, your perseverance. We will be sitting here waiting to hear your story, and we will listen with the understanding that success is more than passing a tough course, earning a degree, or fighting for an entry-level position or a promotion. We will listen with the understanding that success comes from having an attitude that overcomes fear and self-doubt. Class of 2017, I wish you all the best in everything you do. God bless. Thank you.
Prior to Mr. Ferguson coming to the mic to introduce those on the podium, I do want to take a moment and recognize all of the staff that is with us today. If you are a member of our Genoa staff, could you please stand for a moment and be recognized? Genoa Area Schools is about educating world-class kids to become world-class leaders. Young people of influence truly prepared to make a difference in whatever pursuit they aspire. I'd like to welcome to the podium Mr. Michael Ferguson, Superintendent of Genoa Area Local Schools, to introduce the members on stage this afternoon.
As I introduce the members on stage up here, just have to stand as I go through that, please. First of all, our board, Kim Trapper, Chris Gates, Chrissy Lewis, Jeff Trainer, Laura Mankey, and representing Penta, Dan Wyrick, our treasurer, Bill Nye, Bob Leroy, our guidance counselor, Maria Malushnik, and of course our high school principal, Karen Bueller.
It is my distinct honor to present to the Board of Education the Genoa High School class of 2017, consisting of 94 present students. Dr. Kim Trapper and fellow board members, these students have met the standards set forth by not only the state of Ohio, but also Genoa Area Local Board of Education. Dr. Trapper, I ask that you come forward and accept the recognition of our class of 2017.
The students sitting before us here today as part of the graduating class of 2017 have met the standards set forth by the Genoa Board of Education and the state of Ohio in order to earn their diploma and graduate from Genoa Area Local High School. On behalf of the entire Board of Education, congratulations, graduates.
Our guidance counselor, Maria Malushnik, would like to share with you exciting information on scholarship recipients as well as recognizing those students who have earned honors diplomas today.
Good afternoon, class of 2017. So excited to be up here and share this moment with you. Hello, faculty and staff and family members. It's just a wonderful day and I'm just happy to be a part of it with all of you. Kids, I know you're excited to get up here and get your diplomas, but I just have to say, I'm so proud of you. I've been waiting to share with you, just incredibly proud of you because we've shared a lot over the last 4 years, and if you can think back to freshman year when I had a conversation with all of you about study skills and how you might be more successful in high school, I said to you, these 4 years are going to fly, and you're not even going to realize that you're going to be sitting here in graduation. And as I reflect on that, I think, well, 20 years ago, I was sitting in those chairs graduating from this high school in this gym. And I'm telling you now, those 20 years can go by just as fast as the last 4 have gone for you. So my prayer for you is that you really do something amazing and something that you can be proud of over the next 20 years, okay? So let me get to business, because that's what I'm up here for. But I just had to share my personal notes. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduating seniors who've been offered scholarships from the colleges, universities, our Genoa Area Schools Scholarship Foundation, and the many other outside organizations that provide scholarship money. We have a very, very impressive group of young men and women in front of us this afternoon. Many of our graduating seniors have put forth a great deal of effort and time to apply and earn these scholarships to help them in their educational pursuits. And I'm very honored to recognize them for their time and efforts. Would any student who has earned a scholarship for the 2017-18 school year please stand? Whether you turn them into my office or not, go ahead and stand if you receive a scholarship for next year. Okay, keep standing. I'm going to talk about you for a moment. The students standing in front of you are eligible to receive over $1 million in scholarship money over the next 4 years. By the end of summer, I fully expect that number will increase a great deal because scholarship offers are still coming in and our talented kiddos aren't done yet receiving their scholarship funds. At least 95% of the money earned is based on their academic performance. Now let that sink in. 95% of the money that they're getting is because of the hard work that they put into the classroom on a daily basis. This fact makes a tremendous statement about the time and effort that the parents, the school, and the community have put into raising these fantastic young people. Clearly, we have a lot to be proud of. Please applaud these young men and women one more time for their accomplishments. You guys can sit down. High school students who exceed graduation requirements in Ohio are eligible to receive an honors diploma. The academic honors diploma requires a student to earn higher level or more credits in math, science, and social studies. Additionally, the students must earn world language credits and have a 3.5 GPA and a 27 on the ACT. Students have to meet all but one requirement to be eligible for an honors diploma. So at this time, I would like to give recognition to students who have put in the hard work and the planning that goes into earning this special type of diploma. Students, when I call your name, please stand. Kelsey Auger, Adam Bates, Matt Bradfield, Jack Enshef, Dylan Grosjean, Noah Heritage, Gabe Metzger, Trey Newman, Shane Nissen, Ryder Osentoski, Marissa Pizzino, Angel Schultz, and Olivia Shrewsbury. Please give them a round of applause. And one more thing, there's one more group of students that I would like to recognize, especially on this Memorial Day weekend. One should never overlook nor underestimate the commitment and courage of the young men and women who willingly volunteer to go into harm's way to serve our country. This burden falls on the shoulders of less than 1% of the population. In fact, more United States students attend foreign schools each year than enlist in the military. So at this time, I would like to recognize our courageous seniors who are entering the military after graduation. When I call your name, please stand. Enrique Anaverdi, United States Army. Matthew Herrick, Air National Guard. Patrick Glenn, Army National Guard. Skylar Jones, United States Marine Corps. Tommy Leshner, United States Air Force. Taylor Ray, United States Army. And Robert Wilson, United States Marine Corps. And just one final note to the class of 2017. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this special year in your lives. All the time we've shared in the guidance office has been fun. I've so enjoyed watching you over the last 4 years grow into the amazing people you are now. And I just wish you nothing but the best and many blessings on the road ahead. Thank you. It's that time. 13 years, and it's here. Our commencement ceremony has always been, and will continue to be, a dignified event. We will continue this honorable and classy event with a behavior that's appropriate for this moment. A moment 13 years in making. Each high school student graduating today deserves our utmost respect. Therefore, so that every child can hear their name and have their moment,
I ask that you hold your applause, name calling, hoot and hollering, air horns, little whistles, nicknames, whatever else I may have missed, just plug in right there. Or whatever else you feel inclined to use to celebrate this moment, until all of our graduates have received their diploma, and then together we will celebrate in their moment. Mr. Ferguson, at this time we are now ready to present diplomas.
Lennon Allen Albert Jr. Morgan Lynn Anderson. Vincent Lee Asman. Kelsey Nicole Auger. Carolee Barnhart. Adam J. Bates. Mark Allen Beckhoff II. Douglas Patrick Bergman. Erin Celeste Billingsley. Leonard Green Bloomfield II. Matthew Kenner Bradfield. Lindsay Elizabeth Briones. Madeline Nicole Bueller. Alexander Sebastian Buffington. Morgan Michelle Carroll. Macy Monroe Campbell. Charisse J. Carter. Brianna Nicole Cashin. Connor Andrew Chapinski. Brandy Lynn Clark. Enrique Jose Clark and the Verde. Annalisa Marie Claus. Aaron Edward Conley. Morgan Alexia Contreras. Caitlin Lee Cox. Caden Cameron Cruikshank. Ariane Vanessa Cruz. Brianna Lee Curtis. Chase William Cutshall. Andrew Michael Davis. Trevor Allen Depew. Emily K. Edwards. Jack Ryan Enchep. Sydney Michaela Irwin. Darian Dean Bachler. Damian M. Gallagher. Patrick Jacob Glenn. Jenna Kathleen Goodman. Dylan James Grosjean. Jonathan William Rubin. Lucas Clay Harmon. Arian D. Hayes. Patrick Andrew Hecker. Noah David Heritage. Matthew Myron Herrick. Alex Paul Hudlick. Travis M. Hull. Audrey Marie Immels. Skylar Deborah Jones. Haley K. Candick. Hannah Jane Kelly. Riley Nicole Kercheval. Curtis James Lee. Thomas J. Lushner. Drew M. Lynn. Morgan Brooke Mazahowski. John Charles McCarty. Chase Elizabeth McQuarrie. Antonio Michael Medina. Marie Meek. Gabriel Patrick Metzger. Thor Conrad Morrison. Trey Niall Newman. Shane Lyle Nissen. Chase William Edward Nixon IV. Sierra Nicole Norwalk. Ryder Zoda Ozentowski. Anastasia Page. Cameron N. Page. Sierra Lynn Peacemaker. Anthony L. Perry. Marissa Christina Pizzino. Janie Catherine Plants. Taylor Leanne Ray. Bailey J. Richardson. Caitlin M. Rodriguez. Angel Lynn Schultz. Alexis Nicole Shoemaker. William Ray Chanteau. Olivia Renee Shrewsbury. Erica Catherine Smith. Noah Isaac Smith. Elena Michelle Stewart. Nicholas Joseph Strahl. Jordan Michael Stuck. Samuel John Sutter. Austin Traver. Isaac Michael Verdugo. Desiree Nadine Villarreal. Riley Luann Weber. Austin Taylor Welsh. Robert L. Wilson. Devin James Wyatt. And Autumn Marie Zunk. Ladies and gentlemen, Genoa High School, class of 2017.
Sorry, my boss told me I needed to do that. Your parents waited a long time before they could move an hour, so look at them and give them a round of applause. They were amazing.
At this time, Kaden Cruikshank, president of the senior class of 2016-17, will be leading our class in the turning of their tassels. And at this time, I ask the rest of you to rise as we sing our alma mater. As we come to the close of our ceremony, we ask that you each take a seat. Our closing remarks this afternoon will be delivered by Adam Bates.
I would first like to say thank you to all of our parents that have supported us throughout our lives. Another thank you to the administration for all they have done for the student body. And lastly, thank you to all the teachers and educators. Without you teachers, we would never be able to tie our shoes and walk in straight lines to the bathroom. Those things can all be very difficult. But as I look around my fellow peers, you really have educated world-class kids. Thank you. Fellow graduates, we finally have finished this wild ride called high school, from the beginning with snack time and recess to the awkward age of middle school, and right past those senior comp papers. Granted, some of us might have slept through some things, but whatever works. High school is now over and we are off into the real world. As scary as that sounds, I have faith in each and every one of you that we will all do fairly well. With going into the real world, I have one piece of advice that I would like to share with you. It doesn't matter if you plan on going to college, the military, or straight to the workforce. I'm going to tell you to ask. By ask, I mean actively seek knowledge. Go every day looking to learn something, looking to better yourself in one way or the other. Don't go to your class or your job just because you have to. Go because you want to learn and you want to be better. Listen to your professors, bosses, and mentors, and learn from them as well. You cannot just go through the motions your whole life. You have too much to offer the world. Life offers limitless opportunities, but only to those who have their eyes wide open and are looking for them. Ask throughout your life, be eager, be excited, be enthusiastic. Congratulations and go Comments.
As our marshal, Caleb Kuhlman, comes forward to receive the mace, I'd like to say to the class of 2017, Genoa High School is always here for you. If you ever need anything along the way, our doors are open. May God bless each and every one of you. Congratulations to the class of 2017.